Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for the pilot episode of the Scream TV series. So for those who don't know, MTV has actually decided to make a TV series out of Scream. With the Ghostface, that Scream, Ghostface, Scream, yeah. Um, and this show is set to have in the first season is set to have at least 10 episodes. And it stars Willa Fitzgerald, Bex Taylor Klaus, John Carna, Amadeus Serfani, Connor Wales, Carlson Young, Jason Wiles, Tracy Middenford, Mike Vaughn, Brianna Drew, Tuju, Amelia Rose Blair, Tom Madden, Sosie Bacon, Bobby Campbell, Bella Thorne, and Max Lloyd Jones. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those that yet to actually watch the first episode and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those that have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, sorry about the movement. So as usual, I did. So basically, as usual, quick synopsis, the extent of 6, and then the rate. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've actually never seen any of the Scream movies. I think there's more. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 of them. If I'm not mistaken. I've actually never seen any of it. None of the movies. I've seen some bits and parts, like small clips of it online on YouTube. But aside from that, I've never actually seen any of the movies. So I really do want to say that first off, because they do hint at a lot of stuff. They do hint at a lot of stuff from the actual movies. There's 4 movies apparently, one in 96, 97, 2000, and 2011. And I guess we're gonna trying to make a new one. So yeah. So yeah. So aside from that, I'm just gonna say that right up. But I still have to say, for this being an MTV thing, I'm actually really surprised. It's actually pretty good. Actually, it is actually a pretty quality TV show. I mean, yes, it does have its MTV isms, its MTV things. And yeah, basically for the synopsis, it's like Scream. This girl gets murdered at the beginning, within the first 5 minutes of the episode. This girl gets murdered, and now they say this is kind of similar to what happened back a couple years ago, about 20 years ago with J, what Jason back 20 years ago with Scream and the original stuff that happened. They say, what is this? Is this like a is someone being influenced by the actual character? They're trying to figure out who done it. In a sense, it is a who done it story. And they throw out the name of the actual guy who was the original Scream. James, I believe was his name, or something like that. James Gates, I believe, or something like that, or Jason Gates. So yeah, so they do reference it, and basically, girl dies, who's next. So then it goes on to the next episode, and yeah, now I will have to say again, I do like the small hints to the Scream the TV show does to the movies, like the ones I do understand. I'm pretty sure there are a bit more that I just don't know or don't understand, don't get because I haven't seen the movies. So yeah, and again, for this being an MTV film, MTV show, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. It's actually really well acted in my opinion, really well written in my opinion. And at times it does get a bit meta. It does get a bit meta, and not just because it references the older stuff, because it's sometimes there's this kid, this one character, he's kind of this nerd, but somehow able to get the girl, or it seems like he's able to get the girl, which is kind of weird, because you normally don't see stuff like that, even in school. I would know, by that logic, I'd probably be dating the hottest girl in my school. Oh, never mind. But basically, you have like this nerd character who basically says everything that's gonna happen or should happen within the whole TV series. So again, it is a bit predictable, but I do like how it is a bit meta. Again, it's actually pretty well acted, really well written. Now you do have your typical MTV teenage cliches. You have the lesbian girl. You have the one gay character. You have the teacher who's fucking one of his students. Here you have the like two or three cheating boyfriends. Like no, there's like one cheating boyfriend. There's a one guy who's like a playboy, who's a jock, a dumb jock. There's a one smart girl. So it does have its cliches. Um, it does have its cliches. And again, it is a bit cheesy to that, but again, I think it's still a pretty good. It's actually a pretty solid pilot, in my opinion, despite the cliches, despite the MTV isms, as I'll probably be calling it. Um, it's still a pretty solid premiere. I do want to see how they kind of go on because it does seem like from the first episode, it does seem like they're gonna try to figure out who killed the girl in the beginning of the episode. However, it does seem like this, like Ghostface, it does seem like the killer, Ghostface or whatever, who does want to kill all the other teenagers. And also, you do have this pretty interesting subplot that ties into the film where you have Daisy. Again, I don't know if this is accurate to any extent, but you have this character named Daisy, who's the mom of the main character in this, and I guess Daisy was one of the characters in the film, so that was pretty interesting. I'm not sure if that's true in the film or not, but it is pretty interesting to see that. So yeah, I mean, if someone does know if that is from the film, if there is a character called Daisy in the film and stuff like that, she got like a wooden heart by this killer, the killer and stuff like that. Can you please put it down below? I do want to check out the movies now. Once Halloween comes around, I'll watch it. But whatever. Overall, though, a pretty solid premiere in my opinion. So yeah, for the Scream TV show, the pilot, what I'd give it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid pilot. I am gonna say I was surprised. I thought there was gonna be a bunch of bullshit, a lot of sex, drugs, and alcohol, MTV, pop music, which again there is pop music, but whatever. Um, bubblegum pop. Again, pretty surprised. Actually, pretty good show. It's actually a pretty good show. And yeah, that's basically it for the review for the first episode of the Scream TV series. And aside from that, that's basically it for now. Aside from that, that's basically it for now. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Comment down below on your thoughts on the episode. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Subscribe. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. That's basically it for the review. This is Daniel Mart signing off.